Hello, and today I'm going to show you how to put together the Koala Valentine's Day card from Simply Crafty SVGs. So, just to start with, this is how it's going to go. The large koala shape is just going to fit onto the card. But we're going to go ahead and piece together some of the body first. So, we're going to start with the face, and you'll see that I did a little inking around the edges. So you just want to glue on the eyeballs to those eye pieces and then attach them where you want. You could always pencil it in where you want them before you glue them down. And the mouth is a cutout piece, and I just inked around it with a black pen. You just kind of flip it up and put ink around the edge to define it, or you can kind of draw it in. And so here are the little pads for the feet. So I like to do all the piecing first so I can just assemble the card. It's a real simple card to put together. The piecing is the part that takes the time. So whether you're doing the XOXO cutout heart or Be Mine, there's 3 pieces to it. And you see how it layers like that. And then the red piece will go on the back. So any letters that have cutouts like a B or for XOXO will be the O's. It'll cover it with the red. So you don't have to put little pieces in rather than, this is just an opposite way of doing it. So just make sure that red goes over that section on the behind the black heart or whatever color heart you decide to do. And then just carefully glue on the red back of the red piece. And I kind of dot like little dots here and there and next to the smaller letter pieces. Then I just kind of line it up and I go around the edges to make sure it's lined up properly. And once you get it good and dry, we'll move on to just putting the card together. So there are 2 options, Be Mine and XOXO, and then obviously a third option, a blank heart for whatever you want to use it for. So now we're going to, I'm just going to directly glue the body of the koala on first. And just be careful about your glue usage. You don't want to put too much glue on that it will seep through and that you can see it on the, through the paper. I'm using a thicker cardstock, and try to line it up at the top. I was slightly off. So a little trick, if you are slightly off, is to either to ink the edges or chalk the edges so you don't see as much white. And you could do that all around the entire face if you wanted to do that. I just started at the top. And it does look better over time. It was just, it looked a little raw there. So first that's going to make the chest piece, so you can see how it's going to go together there. And then the ears will go underneath. So you kind of have to know where you're going to want to place everything. I didn't put any cut marks. Sometimes I put a cut mark to help you figure out where the ears are. But for me, I like to, maybe somebody wants it to show a little bit more than I do. So I put 2 little pencil marks. I kind of know where that was the edge of the head, so just kind of put it there. Make sure it's in the right place. So I place the other one on the other side the same way. Then we have to make sure we get the chest piece in. So it does go a little bit higher than those 2 marks. So the top piece, which is the widest, does line up to those. I would just go and line up to that top part, just center it there. And then we'll put the head over that, and you won't see all that. So now I'm just using double-sided sticky tape. So it just kind of pops the head up a little bit. You're not going to see the reason it cuts off like that at the chest is because of this. A heart will be in front of it. So now we're going to glue that just center it, and you want it to kind of line up with the bottom of the face, like the edge of the face, and center it best you can on the body. Then we'll go ahead and put the hands on. And you might want to put them up there first just before you glue them on, because they are shaped to go on a certain size. So that one I put on incorrectly, but fortunately I'm going to put the other hand over it. It's not that big of a deal, but it comes in shapes. So I'm not going to worry about the glue on the other side, but do a dry fit before you do it. I'm going to cover it right now. So there's the little hands that go over the edge of the heart. And then we'll put the 2 feet. We have little sticky foam tape to pop them up a little bit. Give it a little bit of dimension. This is more traditional Valentine's card I remember seeing when I was younger. Just a few years ago. A little bit longer than that. So that essentially finishes the card. So the only thing to put together is the included envelope, unless you have, it will fit in a 5x7. So this is the way you just fold in the sides. And then you want to add glue to the edge a little bit like this. It's kind of hard to see where I'm putting it. And you want to kind of fold it up. So as you fold it up, you can see where you can put the glue. And then you can put a little dab of glue to close it, and then that just slides right in. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this project, and just a little fun little Valentine's card. Thank you for watching.